Hey guys, Tyler here. Welcome to Hexcells Infinite, the hardest game in the Hexcells series. It's hexagonal minesweeper brought up to infinity. Now, I've isolated 5 levels in the Hexcells Infinite campaign that aren't in the final world, and these all share a theme, and the theme is that they're all tiny. I want to see how difficult a level can be to be this tiny and still be rated one of the hardest levels in the hardest Hexcells game. So all the tiny levels usually have very interesting logic. Instead of just following the basic patterns, you got to think several steps ahead. So it's time to figure out the secrets of this absolutely puny level. There's only 5 mines to go, or 5 blue cells rather. And we have 7 and 3s, and just these blue numbers mean that there's that many blue numbers within the glowing hexagon. So 3 within here, 7 within here, so on and so forth, not counting the cell itself. So this 3 has 1 here, so I have 2 out of these 6 being blue. I feel like that's a pretty good start, because then there's only 3 blue cells over the course of the rest of them. Then if I bring in this 7, so I would have 1, 2, 3, an implied 4 and 5, and then these 3 cells are 2 out of 3. So then there's only 1 blue cell in these 3. I don't think it's that helpful though. What about this 7? How about this? I have 1, 2. Wait. Oh, all 5 of the blues have to be within the 7. Yeah, 5 remaining. The other 5 are within here, so these are never blue. That's a start at least. So now implied 2 within here. So now I can figure out this 7. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, an implied 4 and 5, and then 6 and 7 have to be right here. So maybe that helps out this 3. I have 1, 2, an implied 3rd. So there's 1 out of these 3 is blue. And then let me count the 7 that's next to it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, an implied 5th, and then 6, 7. I have 1 left to go, and it has to satisfy both of these 3s, and the only way to do it is right here. So I should be able to mark the rest as clean. Okay, 5-5 complete. A little bit easier than I expected, which is kind of contradictory because the level is also supposed to be harder than I expected. But I picked out a few other small ones. Maybe we'll see if there's some interesting logic in them. All right, there's 22 blue cells in this. Not very large. I see 3 in a row forces a blue here. 3 in a row forces a blue here. This 5 might be suspect. I know that 4 out of 5 of them have to be in here. And then 1 of them has to be in the other 3. Now, it can't be this one being blue because then this one would also have to be blue. And then this 5 would be overworked. So you're not a blue, but you are. And then I have 3 in a row. And I do have a 4 in a row I can work with. That just keeps chaining. The 4 in a row in the middle doesn't actually do anything yet. I have a 2 in a row, which forces 1 here. I have 1, so 1 of these 2 is blue, meaning this is not blue. If 1 of these 2 is blue, then this is also blue. And then this is not blue because of the 4 in a row. How about... Well, can I do anything else yet? Right now, no, but let's keep looking. I know that 3 out of 4 of these are blue. Actually, what I think I know is that this one can't be empty. Because if this were empty, this would also have to be empty, just to make sure the 2 in a row is not dissatisfied. And then the 5 would be incomplete. So this one always has to be blue. And because it's 2 in a row, I can eliminate those 2. And now this 4 further on the left can be marked with all blues to add up to 4. The 3 in a row can be fixed. And 1 of those 2 is blue. I'm starting to get somewhere. A little further. Well, I do have a 4 in a row that's complete. So now my 5 should be completed. And then the 2 in a row I can complete. This 7 has to be telling. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... And then 6, 7 have to be next to the 5. So this one's not blue, so this one is. Goodbye to the 5. So now 2 out of 3 of these are blue. Now, at least 1 of these 2 has to be blue. So the 2 in a row means that this cannot be blue, and a 0 helps out a ton. And, okay, the 2 in a row means this one has to be blue. The 2 regular is complete, and I have a 0, and I can mark this as blue. I have 3 in a row complete, 2 in a row complete, and now this is all complete. There are 2 mines left, and the only way to do it is with these 2 mines. This one was a bit more interesting. Going back in it. 5-2. I'm going to hop over to 5-4 right now. See how that one pans out. This one's got 5 columns with a couple diagonals. There are 3 blue cells in this diagonal, and then, of course, some vertical columns. This one, and I don't think I can do anything with the columns themselves, but what I have are the blue numbers in the center. So I think this is where I start, this 7 and 4-4. 5 out of 6 of these blue cells, or these cells are blue, and this column says there can only be 2 within it, so all 3 of these are blue, and 2 out of these 3 are blue, meaning all 4 of these are not blue. That doesn't help further, but at least I know where the 2 reside. How about this 6? I have 1, 2, an implied 3 and 4, and an implied 5 and 6 are right here. How about this 5? Ooh, all these have to be blue. That's a good start. And I should be able to do something for sure. I don't like either of those right now. This 6 means that there's 1 blue here. Oh, and 2 blues here. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one of these makes 6. And then to add up to the 6 in the column, these 2 have to be blue. So how's this 4 doing in the meantime? I have 1, 2, 3. And then one of these being blue makes 4. So then the other one of these is blue. That doesn't quite help me. How about this 4 down below? Does it coincide with this 1 at all? No, it does not. I have 1, 2, and then 2 out of these 3 are blue. And how about this 4 up top? There we go. This can help with the 5. I have 1, 2, 3, and then an implied 4th right here. So then the 5 column has 1, 2, 3, 4, meaning one of these 2 are blue to create the 5th one. So then with this bottom 4, I have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then that should complete this 2 column. Goodbye. This 4 has 4 already, so that is not blue, and this is blue, completing the right side. This 7 is now complete. And I can't do too much more with that. How about this 1? This 1 isn't that helpful. How about this 6? I know that 1 out of these 3 is blue. Maybe that can help somehow. Maybe this 4 can help. I have 1, 2, 3, and then 1 out of these 3 are blue. Well, how about then this blue? Or this 4, rather. I have 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one has to be one of these 3. So I'm going through a lot, but because of the 3 column, one of these 3 is blue, and one of these 3 is blue, meaning the 3rd one has to be right here, and that completes the 1 diagonal. Well, this one's interesting. This 4th one forces a blue right here, and the blue, well, there still is 1 blue here and 1 blue here. Can't do actually much more. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the 6 is complete. And the 2 gives us something to work with. And this 4 should be complete now. And this 3 should force a blue right here. What about this 4? I have 1, 2, well, 3 and 4 are right here. And then 3 out of these 4 are blues, so this 4 should help me out. I have 1, 2, and then 2 out of these 3 are blue, meaning this one is always blue. How's this 5 doing? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is not blue, which completes the 5 and helps me figure out this 3 diagonal, making this blue and this not blue. Goodbye, numbers. And it should be, yeah, 2 blues remaining. They're both blue. All right, 5-4 complete. Crisp, easy little mini puzzles. Finally completing the final section. That'll probably be next video. Actually, it's going to be this video because I decided to play the 2 World 4 levels, and I didn't find them to be too challenging. Instead, I found 6-3, a tiny puzzle hidden within the final world. I thought this would be a more interesting one to tackle. So 28 blue cells. It's still bigger than the others, but relatively small for what you'd expect from a final world. I don't know where to start with this. I feel like I actually have to do big counting here. Yeah, you know, I do. So I have 2 in these 6. This 4 makes 6. This 4 makes 10. This 3 makes 13. This 2 makes 15. This 4 makes 23. And 23? No, how did I get 23? It's 22. Because these add up to 10. These add up to 10. This is 22. See, that makes a bit more sense, because I figured that all 6 of these would be blue, just by the virtue of counting. How did I get 23? Okay, I need to go back to elementary school, apparently. Either way, I definitely, just by the look of the level, it makes sense that the ones that we don't count are blue. So that's our way in. And what does this do for me? Surely, well, it helps me out with the 3 over here. Since 1 out of these 6 can be blue, both of these have to be blue, then 1 out of these 4 are blue, which means neither of these are blue. Just question marks. Okay, that's great. Or how about the next smallest number? Yeah, maybe this 2. Only 1 of these can be blue. Oh, well, I have a completed column. There we go. That's something. Now 1 of these 2 are blue. So 1 of these 2 are blue. Here's something interesting. With this 2 not in a row, these 2 both cannot be blue, and 4 out of these 5 are blue. So I know that these 3 are always blue. Sure, that's a start. Now, I don't think I can get much further than that. Well, what about down here? Oh, so 2 out of these 3 have to be blue because of the 3, and it can't be both of these, so this one is blue. Ah, so now because of the 2, 1 of these 2 have to be blue, making the 4th one in the center, meaning this is not blue. Yeah? Now what? I know that 1 of these 2 is blue. I know that 1 of these 2 is blue because of the 2 here. So 1 of these 2 has to be blue, and this 1 says that neither of these are blue. And I can now complete the 2 and the 3. There we go. We're getting somewhere. How about this 3? 1 out of these 3? Maybe not. Maybe this 4? Oh, yeah. I can complete all these being blue. And that should complete... Well, it should make this not blue, at least. This 3 now has 1 of these 2 being blue. I know this won't be blue because of the 2 not in a row. That means this can't be blue, and this does have to be blue. Because for some reason, for columns, you count over a gap. But if this were on a hex cell itself, it wouldn't... gaps wouldn't matter. Or they would matter. It's just different, okay? It's different. Hear me out. So, all these have been marked off. This 2 is complete. This 3... I know that 2 out of these 3 are blue, and it can't be both of these, so this one has to be blue. This 3 column is complete. Just revealing a bunch of question marks. I should have expected as much. There we go. Our final blue is done in this diagonal. This 4 tells me that 1 of these 2 are blue, meaning that this one cannot be blue by the virtue of the 3. This 3 tells me that 1 of these 2 are blue. And this 4 tells me I have 1, 2, an implied 3rd, and an implied 4th. Now, it's not about the implied 3rd and 4th, but more the fact that within these 4 cells, there's going to be 2 empties, meaning that these 2 have to be blue, because they can't be the 2 empty cells. Somehow that doesn't help. Do I have to do counting at this point? I have 1, 2, 3. Oh, so 4, 5. Well, you know, just to deal with the 4, because the 4th one's here. This 3 is now complete. Now I can complete the 4s over here. There we go. There's 3 cells left. This diagonal is complete. I can complete that in the column. This 3 has 3. You're completed. And I have 1 to go. And I think I crossed out a diagonal prematurely. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, that's how you do it. There we go. 6-3 was interesting. Involves some nice counting. And that is the final small level in this game. All the rest of these are large levels, except for, well, you'll see, I guess. So that's it for the mini puzzles. I'll do one more level on Hexcells Infinite to tackle the hardest couple levels in this game, and then I'll have to move on to other applications of this style of puzzle, either within this game or via other games. I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Have a wonderful day, and peace.